In the heart of the Amazon jungle, a rescue mission turns into a fight against the dead. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, a remote region where almost no one survives alone.
A satellite signal revealed survivors, but something deadly was moving around them.
The scan confirmed survivors, but they were surrounded by something that was not human. Trapped deep in the jungle, the family waited in silence, hoping someone would find them. Outside the hut, the jungle was no longer alive. The dead had taken control.
The situation was critical, and only one commando was close enough to reach them in time.
With no time left, the commando launched into the jungle to save the last survivors.
Flying into the darkness, the commando moved closer to the most dangerous jungle on Earth.
Through the fog, the target appeared. But the survivors were not alone. Above, the nightmare became clear. The survivors were surrounded by the dead.
There was only one way in, and the commando was ready to drop straight into the danger.
Now alone in the jungle, the commando had to move quietly before the dead discovered her. Closer to the target, every movement could wake the entire horde. The first shot was silent, but the jungle would not stay quiet for long. The dead were starting to notice, and the jungle was about to explode into chaos. The moment the dead sensed her, the rescue mission turned into a full fight for survival. The noise of gunfire awakened the entire jungle, and the dead were coming from everywhere. With the dead closing in, the commando pushed forward to reach the survivors.
Against all odds, the commando finally reached the survivors. The survivors were finally found, but escaping the jungle would be far more dangerous. There was no time to hide. The only chance now was to escape the jungle. The dead were breaking in, and the escape had to begin now.
The rescue had begun, but the jungle was filled with enemies waiting in the dark. The jungle itself had become a trap, and the dead were closing in from every direction. The explosion slowed the horde, but the jungle was still full of the dead. The rescue point was finally in sight, but the dead were still closing in. One by one, the survivors climbed to safety, while the commando held the line. The final survivor was almost lost, but the commando was faster than the dead. The survivors were safe, but the commando still had to escape the jungle of the dead. With the dead closing in, the commando made her final escape.
Just in time. The commando escaped the jungle of the dead.
The survivals were finally safe, but the jungle below still hid a deadly secret. They escaped the jungle, but some nightmares never truly end. The mission was over. But deep in the Amazon jungle, the dead were still rising.